Hello, welcome back to my channel, Appealing Book Reviews, and this will be a part 3 to Preparing for Disaster. And today I will be talking about tornadoes and hurricanes and how to prepare for that. And then when I do a part 4, I will go ahead on and wrap it up, and then I'm going to show you guys on the next part. I was going to show you guys my things that I have, canned goods, all the things that I have, I will show you guys. So stay tuned for that on part 4. But on part 4, that's when I will wrap everything up. But today we'll talk about what to do with tornadoes and hurricanes. Store protective covering near your shelter in place location. Discuss with your family and your group and communicate like through ice. And ice mean in case of an emergency. Cell phones, inform. Stay informed by portable radio. Subscribe. Learn emergency plans through school, daycare, places that you go to frequently. Seek shelter. Choose the best option: shelter underground, shelter in a room or hallway, or the lowest level of, of a building. If possible, building with a solid foundation. Stay away from windows, doors outside. Go to a center or a building. If outside, open the door and go to a ditch in a low area to lie flat for shelter during a hurricane. Keep supplies needed in a window. Create a book and in your community to evacuate, like evacuation center routes that you could take. Identify and discuss with your group or family. Learn all the emergency shelter places and to protect. Fill up your car with gasoline early when it's in the early alerts. Fill up with gasoline so you'll have that. Cover all your windows. Bring in all outdoor pets. Also bring in yard furniture like decorations that you may have outside. You want to bring them inside, and keep checking your radio. And when I say subscribe to a weather channel where you can get weather alerts when different things is happening. I think I said that before with another when we was reviewing over some things. I was saying subscribe to weather channels, weather, so you can get the weather alerts. Next, we will talk about extreme winter storms, blizzards, and ice. And we're going to just review on the things that you would need in case extreme storm, blizzards, and ice. You'll need several bags of cat litter or sand in the back of your trunk of your vehicle. You'll need to store windshield wipers, like an extra pair of windshield wipers, the washer fluids. Update your emergency travel kit, replacing it summer seasonal clothes, supplies for your winter needs, including gloves, hats, winter boots, blanket, from your home. I guess you can keep that stuff in your car too. You would need where your family. You would need that for in your family and in your group in the shelter place where you're at, and some extra fluids, foods, and you will have to update your emergency shelter kit with extra things, extras, scarves, gloves, boots, shover. You would store that in additional containers, plastic 2-liter soda bottles, 5 gallons of water, store up shelter locations, different things. Fill your vehicle up with gas before it happens. Dress in warmly clothed layers. Follow your alerts. That's why I say subscribe. It's good to have when things like this happen. Subscribe to what's going on. It depends on what's going on. If you're trapped in your vehicle, pull over off the highway and call your local long distance contacts and locate them and let them know where you are. Also, if you're running your car vehicle with the heater, only run it for like to 10 to 15 minutes, like every hour. Don't just run it. And at night, turn on your inside vehicle lights and take turns sleeping so that there's always someone awake to flag someone down, like if a rescuer come and like you're in the storm or extreme weather, someone would be up. So that's why they say like just take turns if you're like trapped in your vehicle. Okay, next we will go over the checklist on what to do in extreme heat or wildfires. Keep a coolant oil in your vehicle. Update your emergency kits with extra water, sunscreen, 2 blankets, masks for each person. Store up a fire extinguisher in a near shelter location. Remove wildfire fluids, dead trees, bushes away from your home. Follow alerts. Make sure your children's Make sure your children's at school or daycare are picked up. For any heat waves, limit in time outside. Save your lawn for early or late day by drinking a lot of water. Avoid much time directly in the sun. When you are outside, wear light clothes, including long sleeve shirts, hats, sunscreen, anything to help reducing the direct sunlight to your body. You want to wear light clothes. Spend time in the air conditioned building to cool down. Visit a public library area for heat relief center, mall if they don't have air conditioner. Do not leave your children's or pets inside a locked vehicle. Get emergency service assistance. Heat injury, cool injured person until experts help arrive. When you're in the area that is very dry, keep the fire small and contained and controlled. Do not leave fire unattended. Always stay until it is out. Do not do open air burning. Evacuate before you see a wildfire. Do not wait till authorities to come to evacuate. Do not wait to evacuate. Like when before you even see a wildfire, you want to evacuate. Once you are on your way, let the local long distance contacts know where you're at and what route you are taking. If you get caught in a wildfire or you are in extreme danger. So protect as following: shelter together and get a shelter together in the middle of your home. Cover yourselves in blanket. Use mask. Use mask if it's smoke inside, and if you're on a vehicle or in an area like that, you want to call the people, let them know like where you're at. If you're outside, find an open area with a little fluid outside as possible. Clear from the area and cover yourself in a blanket. If you do if you do not leave if you do not leave a shelter until the wildfire pass, then check and make sure all are out. Everything is out before you go. And that is for extreme. That's the review over for extreme heat and wildfires. Okay, next we will review over earthquakes. For earthquakes, a checklist on what to do for earthquakes. You will build your emergency kit, store up a fire extinguisher, protecting the covering like sleeping bags, thick blankets, and a shelter location. Prepare your location in your home. Heavy object, closed doors, pictures, and other wall hanging position over your seats. Identify your furniture like your table, desk, and shelter under the moment you respond to an earthquake. Talk to your children so they understand what to do there in the earthquake. Discuss how you will communicate with your family and group. Seek shelter immediately. With the earthquake, you want to seek shelter immediate. Stay under the furniture, even if even if it moves. Avoid injury by falling and debris. Stay away from outside walls, windows, and doors. Do not attempt to leave the building during an earthquake. Outside, move away from the buildings and wires and signs and street lights. If you're in a vehicle, stop it quietly and safely as possible and stay in. Avoid stopping under the overpass, buildings, signs, trees, you wires. Trap under the debris and cover your mouth with a cloth or a handkerchief. Do not disturb the dust. Do not disturb the dust or shout or scream. Light a match if so, and if your cell phone works, use it to call for help. Tap a pipe or wall regular for the rescues and location. And this is for what to do. This is a checklist on what to do for earthquake. Next, we will talk about volcanoes. I'm going to give you some information on what to do for a volcano. And also, we will talk about the outbreaks, epidemics, and also industrial disaster. That will be something that we will do when I come back with the part 4 to wrap everything up. And then I'm going to show you some things that I have. Also, terrorist disaster. Those 3 things right there we will be doing a checklist on. And in the book, it has so much other things you have to read. I'm just going over the checklist with you guys, but it has so much other things that you guys can do. Like if something was to happen, with all of the things that I discussed, it has more information on it. Now, with the volcano, the same thing. You will update your emergency kits with additional supplies. Update your long sleeve shirts, pants, seasonal appropriate, like your hat, gloves, socks, walking shoes, eye protection for your eyes, like goggles, disposable masks, t-shirts, breathing masks. You would need that. Fill your car up with gas. Follow the alerts with your children. Pick them up. The same thing. Radio. Call for your local and long distance contacts. Consider, with everything, just kind of like the same thing. And some things that like you can get duct tape, goggles, different things for to plan for a volcano. Like if something was to happen with the volcano. So once I come back, outbreaks, I will do the talk about like outbreaks, the industrial disaster, and the other thing that I just said. And I'm going to show you guys my stuff that I have. Terrorist disaster. We'll talk about that too. That'll be the last thing we talk about. Terrorist disaster. We'll talk about that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.